Might leave it there. Live from Boston, the FBI press conference. Major breakthrough. 2 suspects have been identified, and they're asking the public for help here.
And saying they're armed and dangerous, possibly armed and dangerous, telling Americans not to try and do anything themselves.
Joining us, our big guns of politics, Joe Hockey and Chris Bowen.
Morning.
Chris, with your background and the work that the FBI has done here is pretty extraordinary, isn't it, behind the scenes?
It is, and these are very difficult circumstances, trawling through wreckage, dealing with all the things which have impacted on that wonderful and great city of Boston over the last few days. So clearly the FBI and the other agencies have been working very hard on it, and this is a very major breakthrough for them.
Yeah. Well, it certainly seems as though it was a coordinated attack. It wasn't one individual acting recklessly, and I think now they're calling on Americans to help find everyone that any information that could help in the investigation.
Hope they do that.
Yes, amazing. That happened Monday, and there's some new CCTV vision coming in of suspect, I think it was suspect 2 in the white hat, straight from the FBI to us from that press conference there in the white hat. He's suspect 2 by the looks of things. And there should be some vision coming of suspect 1, who's the guy in the black hat.
And they were walking together. There they go. Yeah. So obviously did know each other. And just moving on quickly, state leaders are in Canberra today and will respond to the government's $14 billion education plan. Under that, the feds will put in $2 for every dollar the states put into schools. Joe, can you see many states signing up? I think South Australia's signed up, hasn't it?
No, South Australia has not signed up. It's a Labor state. So the Labor states, South Australia and the ACT, are refusing to sign up, as is Tasmania. So there's something going on here. It clearly indicates. If it was the deal that Julia Gillard's talking about, why aren't the Labor states just penning straight away? And they're not. They're pulled back, actually, so I think there's more to us than it's being spun.
It's a big day in Canberra. Chris, the school's funding does come at the expense of unis. Many people seeing this as robbing Peter to pay Paul. Does it make sense to boost education in some areas and cut it elsewhere?
Well, this is an opportunity to give every Australian child, no matter where they live, no matter what school they go to, the chance of the best possible start in life. And that's worth doing. It's worth the Premier's doing it today. It's worth us making hard decisions to fund it. It is expensive.
Labor guys signing up?
Well, there'll always be
there'll
always be discussions, and there'll always be negotiations about the details, and there's some time to go here yet. We've said we need it sorted through by the 30th of June, but let's not miss this opportunity to give every Australian child the chance of a world-class education, whether they live in the western suburbs, whether they live on the North Shore, whether they live in the bush. Let's give them a chance.
This is just an election promise. Julia Gillard has said that the states have until the 30th of June to sign up. That's 3 days after Parliament rises before the election. So let's not kid ourselves about it. This is just an election promise, and it's unravelling as we speak.
Well,
so
it's a chance to make a really big difference to the future of Australia's education, Joe. That's what it is. Let's not miss the opportunity. Let's not have the bickering between the states and the Commonwealth. Sure, there'll be discussions, negotiations.
In the blame game.
Everybody can bring something to the table.
Well, you don't look like Kevin. Where is Kevin? He was the one that said end the blame game. Remember that? Where is he?
He's overseas.
Overseas.
All right.
He spends more time overseas than he does at his electorate. I thought he was really committed to being the member for Griffith.
He certainly is.
Anyway,
all right.
Chris, we thank you for coming in today.
Thank you.
Who have we got next week?
Had the short. They're all afraid of you, Joe.
Not a surprise.
Go the Wanderers, Joe. Go the Wanderers.
Okay.
All right, now just recapping on